Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. Hey friends, welcome in. I'm going to give this a few seconds because I'm on two platforms using StreamYard. So I'm on Instagram at SMM Realty Group, KW Montgomery, and I am also on my YouTube page, SMM Realty Group, living in Montgomery, Alabama. So definitely, if you're not on my YouTube page, I do invite you to go and click on it, subscribe. Definitely, if you're watching a replay, hashtag replay, and definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel for all of your home buying questions if you're moving to Alabama. But come on in, say hello. Hopefully, you're having an amazing Saturday. It's kind of raining today, but it was mellow, very chill day. Got to work out, which was great. Did some baking, all the good things. But yes, come on in, friend. Come on in. Awesome. Thank you for joining me, lovely Lace out of Georgia. She says she's in bed, hydrating, and ready to learn. Yes. But today's going to be more like a chill conversation. So any questions that you may have that I'm going to, based on the topic that I'm going to speak on, by all means, please drop it in the chat because I want this to be a two-way conversation. Even though you can't verbally speak, you can type and I can respond. Okay. So today I want to talk about how to keep the peace when you're looking to purchase a home as a couple, whether you're a married couple, whether you are partners, buying a home together, depending on where you're at, wives, whatever your situation is, it's all about keeping the peace. But before I jump into today's topic, let me just introduce myself because you may not know me. You may be new to my YouTube channel or my Instagram page. Well, welcome, friend, because we are now friends if you're following me. And if yes, please follow me here and on please follow me on Instagram and my YouTube channel. But I am Shevvymac, a 22 plus year Air Force veteran, currently here in Montgomery, Alabama, and I'm a realtor for KW Montgomery, which is an independent company, and I'm happy to be there, happy to have that be my home as a real estate agent. And after 22 plus years, I do leadership as well too, but I also have a passion to helping individuals who are here locally here in Alabama looking to purchase their first home or purchase their next home. But also as a veteran, I'm here to support military members who are transitioning back here or for the first time, or maybe for the second or third time to Maxwell or Gunter Air Force Base. Or maybe you're retiring and you're like, hey, I'm moving back to Alabama. Then definitely I can help you. And I would love for you to reach out to me because I'm all about making sure that I not only serve you to purchase a home, but also educate you on making the best choice for yourself and for your family. Because for me, it's not just selling you a home, it's selling you a home, helping you to get your home or the home that you desire without regrets, without being pissed at your realtor because that mortgage payment is ridiculous or the interest rate, but really being realistic and helping you through that journey to make sure that you make a decision that you are comfortable with and that you're like, okay, this is it. So that is how I can support you. All right. Awesome. So I do have a question in chat. Okay. Just Lovey Lace asked on Instagram, how do you feel about only one person in their relationship taking out the loan so therefore the second person can utilize their credit for another loan to maintain a home or another property? Great question. Just Lovely Lace. I'm going to come back to that question. Well, I guess I can answer the question now. Honestly, it is up to the individuals. It is up to the couple. And it all depends on, both parties has to be on the loan. Both parties has to be in the loan because I know for, in situations, it's like, if you're not married, depending on the state, like Alabama, if you're not married, and if you're using a VA loan, only one person can be on the loan because you're not married. And that was for a VA loan. But I truly believe it all depends on the individual. I think if you want to utilize for a second, mortgage down the line, maybe you're looking at investment property, then it makes sense. If you're looking to, use one income to purchase a home, and then you have the second person's income for maybe another investment property, I think that's fine. But also you have to look at with your income, the bank is going to determine whether or not based on your income if you can afford the mortgage by yourself. And that is key. And if you can afford that mortgage by yourself, and there's different factors that they look into, and I'll probably end up doing a live on that, since I'll be here for another, what's today? Today's the 10th. This is day 10 of me going live. So I'll probably, have another 19 days. So I'm going to make that a live where I share with you the things of how you get approved for a loan, because going through the real estate school, you learn all the formulas and different things of how the bank calculates your whether or not you are qualified, you can actually afford this mortgage based on your income and a certain percentage of that. So I will definitely add that as a topic. So great question. But going back to your question, just love you ladies, I really think it's just up to the individual and based on your income that you actually have that can support, like, yes, I can afford this mortgage by myself. And all of that is going to be determined by the bank, whether or not you can afford this house. But if you want that other person on the loan or a title on the home, sometimes depending on the bank, they're going to want that person to be on the loan as well too. So it all depends on the bank that you go with and what your finances are to see if you can afford that home by yourself. So hopefully that answers your questions. If not, let me know. I can do additional research just to make sure, because I am not perfect, but I want to make sure that I give you clear guidance, and I will do some additional information. And that's why I'm going to bring another live based on that topic. So great question. So let me write that down in my FD notebook. It would be my real estate notebook. But no, let me write that down, because that's a great topic just to be aware, because a lot of times, too often, people feel like, hey, I'm qualified, I can go get this home by myself. But there are specific things that the bank do look for and they do calculate. So awesome. Great question. Thank you for that. All right. Okay, y'all. So today's topic is, how do we keep the peace as a couple? Like I said, whether you're married, whether you're just like, I'm living with my partner, we've been together for X amount of years and we decided to purchase a home together, or we're in love, maybe you're young and you're like, I want to, have this place with my boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever the case may be. And the reason I want to talk about this, I keep saying episode like this is a podcast episode, but the reason I want to talk about this topic, because I do have a podcast from our other business. But the reason that I want to focus on this specific topic today is because it was a couple weeks ago, I was speaking to a woman, and, I was letting her know, like, I'm Shevvy, I'm a realtor, and I help you, purchase your home and so forth. And, she's like, oh, wow, my husband and I were looking for, well, I asked the question before I even go in. I always, I'm courteous, like, hey, not hey, but I always say, okay, I'm Shevvy. And if they say, oh, we're looking to buy a house, I always ask them, okay, do you have a realtor? And if they do have a realtor already, then I'm like, okay, perfect, great. But if you know anyone else, let me know. Here's my card. But I leave it alone. And she said, so I asked her the question, do you all have a realtor? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, definitely, I would love to support you. I can, and this was over the phone, so I didn't get to meet this person because I was calling for my needs, childcare. And she mentioned, I'm looking for a home, my husband and I, but we cannot agree on something. So I said, okay, this would be a perfect time to just kind of share, like, how do we keep the peace? Because sometimes when we are purchasing a home with someone else, it can be challenging, because when you're solo, it's just you're the decision maker, you're making all the decisions, all the things. But when you have a significant other, you have to make sure that, they're okay with the purchase, because it's a union. It's both individuals being responsible for that specific loan and that home. So, and she was telling me that, they have not really gone out to look at anything yet, because they cannot agree on what they need to look at, because she wanted something different and he wanted something different, and there's no compromise. And when you are looking for a home as a couple, and I know a lot of, people say, well, the woman is like, whatever I want, I'm going to get. If that is your relationship, great, that is fine. But you also want to keep in mind as a couple, how do we make this work for both of us? Because each floor plan may not be the plan that you like or your significant may like it at this specific house, and then one house is like you love it, and then he is like, I don't, I don't see my space, and whatever the case may be. So first thing that I highly recommend is, one, each person needs to write down their wants for your home, the style, the floor plan, the community. Is it more of a one level home? If it's more, you want 2 stories, you want how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, like really be specific on your wants. So you and your partner, hopefully y'all are having these conversations, and not just Googling houses, but y'all are not communicating. But highly recommend, and you're probably doing this, which is amazing. But if you're not, like, write down on paper, what do you want this house to look like, to be, and feel. And I feel like my little one is coming up, of course. 1 second. Okay, y'all. Okay. So she had to come up here and ask me, okay, she's ready to take her shower. She's like, shower or bath? And I'm like, a shower. She's like, oh, so a bath? So she was testing me, and I'm like, little girl, go take a shower. No, I was just saying, not a bath. Like, yeah, she's very independent to a certain degree, so she knows how to turn on the shower and all. But anyway, so back to what I was saying, because now the dog is up here. I thought I locked the door, y'all. Like, I really did. But this is part of being a mom, part of, being a realtor, and, going live here this evening. So we're just going to continue to flow with it, friend. Okay. So like I said, definitely write down your wants, the floor plan, the home style. If you're looking for a big backyard, like really identify, okay, we want a big backyard, and, kind of like really think of, okay, where are you at in life? Are you more like, hey, we're starting out, like this is our first home, or this is our second or third home, or this is our retirement home? So going back, like, what is the purpose of this home? How is it going to serve us as we continue to grow as a couple? And then after you identify your wants, because when we want something, we want all the things, you want to get to the next level, which is really writing down from that list. I want you to identify, okay, what do I actually need this house to have? Like, let's be realistic. What do I really need this house to have in place? And this is when you and your spouse are making that list. So that list was broad, and now it's narrow, because now you're identifying key things that you are requiring within that house. And then the third level of this, to keep the peace as a couple, because it can be stressful as you're navigating purchasing a home, and this person like this person like that. The last piece of this puzzle is to compromise. Yes, friends. So find a way to compromise based on the list, not the want list, but the list that are with all the needs listed. And you should only have like a handful of things, and it should be similar. And if it's not, that's when you get down to the level of compromise and really ask the question, okay, do I need this house to have this specific thing? Or what my partner has on his or her list is probably more a need instead of a want. See what I'm saying? So let me know if you're feeling this. If you're like, yes, Chevy, like, because sometimes, as a couple, I've been there with my ex-husband. We were looking for a home in Virginia. And even though I went down, he trusted me to make the decisions during that time, because it was just, and I did utilize my phone to do like videos, and so he can see. So he was still a part of the process, but overall, I made the final call because I was the person located, but I made sure that it met our needs. And that's what you want to make sure when you're buying a home as a couple, because it can be stressful. It can be time consuming, especially if you're not clear on exactly what you're looking for and what's available in the market, which is key. Because even though you might have these, certain things that you're looking for, it all depends on what's available in the market, unless you build brand new. When you build brand new, guess what? You get to pick, you get to decide the color, all the things. You get to pick out the floor plan. Like you are building like a from scratch. So you get to have it your way where you're building. Okay. But if you're not building and you're looking to purchase something that's already pre-built, then you have to keep in mind that, okay, availability of homes on the market that meets your criteria, not only yours but your spouse as well too. So because that is key, because there's, depending on your state, and I know here in Alabama we had training at KW last Tuesday, which is really great. And the person talked about, what's in the inventory, and it wasn't a lot, y'all, based on Montgomery, Prattville, and the surrounding areas. So it wasn't a lot. So sometimes it may be slim pickings with the houses, because supply and demand are two big factors in determining availability of homes and prices of homes. So I just want to talk about this, just kind of like have a conversation. Any questions? If you're like watching this, hashtag replay, and drop your questions in the chat as you watch this later on, because I would love to get your thoughts on, if you're in the market to purchase a home, are you looking to purchase that home as a single person, or are you looking to purchase that home as a couple? If you're looking to purchase your home as a single person, drop a 1 in the chat. Hi, Lee. Thank you for joining. Hamp, Chief Lee. Thank you for joining. So if you are thinking about purchasing a home as a single person, then definitely drop a 1 in the chat. If you are a couple, drop a 2, because it's all about making sure that you're navigating this journey, because it is a journey, and it doesn't become so stressful and overwhelming that you're like ready to just throw the towel in, or there's bickering, or there's like, back and forth between you and your spouse. So like I talked about today, it's all about identifying your wants when it comes to the home as a couple, because we're all about keeping the peace. Okay. And then your needs. What are your needs? Like the essential, what must this house have? And then the last thing is for you as a couple is to compromise based on your needs list. Okay. Because it's all about having a great experience as buyers as you go on this real estate journey. It's about a great experience, having a great realtor to support you. It's all about how can we make this fun and not stressful and overwhelming. Okay. So hopefully this was insightful. Hopefully it was just a conversation. Okay. And as you are transitioning to Montgomery, Alabama, and my daughter's yelling my name again. So it's time for me to go, y'all. So as you're transitioning back to Montgomery, Alabama as a military person, and you're looking for a home for yourself or for your family, then definitely I would love to support you as your realtor. If you're locally here already and you're looking to buy, then definitely reach out to me, because as your realtor, I am ready to support you and serve you. Okay. Because for me, it's not about just helping you buy a home. It's really helping you to be educated, knowledgeable, so that you can make the best decision for yourself and for your family. So that when you move into this home, it's something that you actually love. It's something you don't regret, because you overpay for that specific home, that you paid the price that you were comfortable paying. You're living in the neighborhood that you were like, this is the neighborhood that I wanted to be in, because it meets the needs of my family. Okay. Or yourself if you're a single person. All right, y'all. Any questions? Let me know. Again, you can go to my YouTube channel at SMM Realty, living in Montgomery, Alabama. Subscribe, follow as well too. And if there are any questions, let me know. If you let me know by dropping it in the chat, and you can click the link in my bio on Instagram to book a free consultation, or you can email me at Shevvy SHEVVY at Shevvy Mac. Shevvy at KW Montgomery. I think no, Shevvy Mac at KW Shevvy Mac at KW.com. Goodness. Yeah, distraction. I'm like, what is it? Yeah, my demand is needed by my 4-year-old. She's like, let's go, mommy. And I'm like, why? Why? But like I said, thank you all so much for joining. Definitely appreciate you all. Share this live with a friend. Invite a friend because I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be live every single day, all this month, different times because I do have young kids. Yes, exactly. Chiefly, it's ridiculous. These 4-year-olds are demanding. They're like, I need you now. But you have a 2-year-old. So it's like, girl, mommy. But no, honestly, y'all, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Yes, 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 I got this. Yes. And thank goodness I'm retired from the military. So I definitely have the time. So thank you for joining, Chief. Thank you for joining, Lovely Lays. Definitely appreciate you both being here. And she is calling my name again, y'all. So have an amazing day. Enjoy Super Bowl tomorrow, but I will be live earlier tomorrow because I know Super Bowl and people will be busy having fun with family and friends. So I'll be going live way before that. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining. I will see you all tomorrow. Have an amazing day or evening. Okay.